अस्सलाम वालेकुम। तो आज की ये वीडियो हमारे इस चैनल की सबसे यूनिक वीडियो होने वाली है। ऐसा कुछ आज से पहले मैंने कभी ट्राई नहीं किया, बट इंशाल्लाह अगर आप इस वीडियो को पूरा देखते हैं तो एज अ कंटेंट क्रिएटर आपको बहुत ज्यादा वैल्यू मिलने वाली है। यूट्यूब के तमाम सीक्रेट्स, अगर आप ग्रो करना चाहते हैं तो किन टिप्स को आपको अप्लाई करना चाहिए, भाई ये मैं आपको नहीं बताऊंगा, बल्कि इंडस्ट्री के टॉप के यूट्यूबर्स जिसमें मिस्टर बीस्ट, MKBHD, सर अली अब्दाल और इस तरह के और बहुत सारे कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स हैं जो कि बताएंगे कि अगर आप एक सक्सेसफुल यूट्यूबर बनना चाहते हो तो आपको किन टिप्स को फॉलो करना है। बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग वीडियो होने वाली है, इसको कहीं से भी स्किप नहीं कीजिएगा। तो आइए सीखते हैं। भाई अगर आप एज अ कंटेंट क्रिएटर, एज अ यूट्यूबर ग्रो करना चाहते हैं तो भाई आज आपको टिप्स आपका भाई नहीं बल्कि एलेक्स हॉर्मोजी जो कि एक टॉप के यूट्यूबर हैं, वो आपको टिप्स देंगे कि अगर आप एज अ कंटेंट क्रिएटर ग्रो करना चाहते हैं तो आपको क्या करना होगा। तो आइए उनसे सीखते हैं।
Phase one is you make something and you post it. That's it. You just got to post something sometime, somewhere. And believe it or not, a lot of you guys haven't even done phase one, which is why I have to outline it. Number two is that you post something consistently. You create a cadence or a calendar around when you post. You find a platform that you like, ideally one that you're probably already using, and you just post again after you posted once. And I just know that there's one day a week that I do all my marketing stuff. What I do on that day changes, but it's always marketing related. And the big rule with volume that I have is that there's no such thing as too long, only too boring. The second rule that I have is quality over quantity, but quantity wins over quality. In order to know what is quality, it usually takes reps to get good. And so you will probably do a lot in the beginning and it will probably suck, and that's okay because it is a requisite for getting good. You start by sucking and then you get better, and then eventually you suck so little you're actually good.
जब भी हम लोग कंटेंट क्रिएशन स्टार्ट करने लगते हैं ना तो भाई एक क्वेश्चन तो हमारे दिमाग में जरूर आता है कि भाई कौन से प्लेटफॉर्म के ऊपर वीडियोस बनाएं। YouTube की अर्निंग देखते हैं तो लगता है YouTube ही सब कुछ है, TikTok की ग्रोथ देखते हैं तो लगता है TikTok ही सब कुछ है। तो भाई ऐसे में क्या करें? तो यार एक काम करते हैं, तो डायरेक्टली हम MKBHD, वन ऑफ द बेस्ट टेक यूट्यूबर, ये हमें बताएंगे कि भाई YouTube वर्सेस TikTok कौन सा प्लेटफॉर्म बेस्ट है।
If my goal was just to be famous, which I don't want, then I would be all in on TikTok. But here's a different way of thinking about it. When I'm going to search for the new iPhone comes out, where do I go look for that video? I go to youtube.com and I type it in the YouTube search box. That is where I want to live, for those people who are searching for that information. If that answer ever changes, if it's like the new phone came out, let me go into TikTok and see what people are saying about the phone. Then I guess that is when I'll feel that pressure. But I think for the people who feel the pressure to be relevant, or the pressure for the eyeballs or the fame or something like that, then you'll feel the pressure, because TikTok is 100% accomplishing that now.
यार भाई मार्केट के अंदर कंपटीशन बहुत है, ऑलरेडी इतने ज्यादा कंटेंट क्रिएटर बन गए हैं, इतने ज्यादा सक्सेसफुल यूट्यूबर्स हो गए हैं, तो क्या भाई इस दौर में भी हम एक यूट्यूबर बन सकते हैं? तो भाई डायरेक्टली MKBHD सर से ही पूछ लेते हैं, कैन एनीवन बिकम अ यूट्यूबर नाउ?
Absolutely, yes. Yes, anyone, yes, you can be a YouTuber today. I actually read that the number one job a lot of young people want today isn't astronaut, it isn't pro athlete, it isn't actor or policeman anymore. It's YouTuber, which is crazy to me because in 2009, starting this, literally 0 people had this as a job. Nobody was making a living making videos on the internet. But here's what I'll say. Turning YouTube into a job is kind of like sports, kind of like basketball. Take basketball, for example, right? It's never been easier to play basketball, to pick up basketball for the first time. All you need is a ball and a hoop, basically, and you can go play. You can play in a park. You can play in your backyard. You can play in a league, in a gym somewhere. But that's not doing it as a job. And it's the same, it feels the same as with any creative endeavor, but especially with making videos and putting them on YouTube. It's never been easier to grab a camera, the one you have on your smartphone, to start shooting videos, editing videos, all of that. The barrier for entry has never been lower. But like basketball, there's a very small number of people, relatively, that have combined luck and timing and, of course, hard work and dedication and skill to be able to turn it into their job and doing it for a living. But it feels almost like 2 different categories of the same activity. So my advice for people asking is always, if you want to start doing YouTube, imagine it like basketball in the park. Like if you could have fun doing that every day and never making a dime off of it, you're gonna have a great time. It's fun. But I wouldn't set that expectation of turning that into a job. There's a lot more that comes with actually deciding you want to be a YouTuber instead of just signing up and getting right going from the get-go. So something to keep in mind.
जब भी मैं लोगों को इंकरेज करता हूं कि भाई कंटेंट क्रिएशन की तरफ आओ, तो भाई उनके दिन में ना कुछ इस तरह के सवाल चल रहे होते हैं, पता नहीं मैं सक्सेसफुल यूट्यूबर बन पाऊंगा कि नहीं, मुझे व्यूज मिलेंगे, सब्सक्राइबर्स मिलेंगे या नहीं, मैं ग्रो कर पाऊंगा कि नहीं। लेकिन मैं आप लोगों को एक चीज बता दूं कि जितने भी बड़े यूट्यूबर्स होते हैं उनके भी ज़हनों में ये सवाल आते हैं, बट वो कैसे इसको ओवरकम करते हैं ये हम मैट डी से पूछते हैं।
So I'm gonna be honest, I never in a million years thought that I'd be able to make a full-time living on YouTube. I didn't start a channel because I thought it would be wildly successful. I started it because it was just something that I couldn't not do. You know, like all-inclusive vacations or half-price apps at Applebee's, except YouTube doesn't give you diarrhea all the time. Sometimes it does. My experience on YouTube in the very beginning was just like anybody else who's getting started out with 0 subscribers. Nobody watched my videos and I had a really difficult time building traction. I think the hardest hurdle for me to overcome in the beginning was investing time and energy into videos when nobody was watching them. And eventually you're gonna have to do that if you wanna build a following. You need to actually put effort and energy into your videos to help them to stand out. But I resisted that for so long and instead made videos that were easy to make or quick to make. And I was really hesitant to put the 20-30 hours a week into my videos that I currently do.
जब भी हम यूट्यूबर बनने का फाइनली डिसीजन ले लेते हैं ना, तो सबसे पहला सवाल पता क्या आता है, अरे भाई मैं बनाऊंगा क्या, मेरी निश क्या होगी, मैं कौन सी वीडियोस क्रिएट करूंगा, और इस चक्कर में जाके हम लोग वीडियोस बनाना ही छोड़ देते हैं। भाई सर अली अब्दाल आपको बताएंगे कि उनकी क्या स्ट्रेटेजी रही, उन्होंने कैसे यूट्यूब को स्टार्ट किया, उन्होंने कैसे वीडियोस बनाना स्टार्ट की। तो आइए उनसे सीखते हैं।
Level 1 is get going, and this is like your first 3 videos. Now, if you're starting completely from scratch and you have 0 experience, then a huge hurdle that holds people up from starting a YouTube channel is actually just not getting started with the thing in the first place. So what I'd be doing is I'd just be making 3 videos. Maybe they're shorts, maybe they're videos I don't even edit. Maybe I'm just making them on my phone and speaking to the camera and uploading them to a new YouTube channel. I would create a channel, create maybe some channel art on Canva or something like that. And this is kind of like the first 3 dates that you go on someone if you're in the dating world. You know, you're kind of getting to know them, you're seeing if you vibe. And in those 3 videos, I'd get some pretty good insight into how I feel about making videos. I'm going to be absolutely terrible at it because, like with any skill, it takes ages to get good at the thing. But at least at the start, I've made some kind of effort in doing it. Like, for example, if you're watching this right now and you haven't yet started a YouTube channel, I suspect the thing that's holding you back is probably overthinking. I suspect it's probably overthinking about your niche. What the hell do I make videos about? Why would anyone watch my content? Will people at my job respond poorly to the fact I have a YouTube channel? All of that overthinking just gets in the way of people. That's why level 1 is to get going and just make those first 3 videos.
जब भी यूट्यूबर बनने का सोचते हैं तो सबसे पहला सवाल क्या आता है, भाई मैं वायरल यूट्यूबर कैसे बनूं, मेरी वीडियोस वायरल कैसे जाएंगी। तो भाई हम डायरेक्टली मिस्टर बीस्ट से ही पूछ लेते हैं, वन ऑफ द मोस्ट सक्सेसफुल यूट्यूबर। देखते हैं कि आखिर उनकी क्या स्ट्रेटेजी है, वो कैसे एल्गोरिथम को बीट करते हैं और उनकी वीडियोस कैसे इतनी ज्यादा वायरल जाती हैं। तो आइए डायरेक्टली उन्हीं से सीखते हैं।
At the end of the day, if you boil it down, what YouTube wants is they want people to click on a video and they want to watch it. Like, at its core, that's what it is. Now, you can like draw little lines and go as deep as you want into how to get people to click and how to get people to watch. I mean, essentially, by studying the algorithm, you'll learn that you're more studying human psychology, right? What do humans want to watch? What do they find enjoying? Not because like anytime you say the word algorithm, just replace it with audience, and it works perfectly. Like the algorithm didn't like that video. No, the audience didn't like that video. You know, because literally that's it. If people are clicking and watching, then it gets promoted more, and that's all. That's literally all the algorithm does is reflect what the people want to a T. And if you deny that, you just make terrible videos and are trying to find a scapegoat. Like. I mean, there's a reason everyone loves YouTube and, you know, spends hours at every single
यार इतनी मेहनत करो, वीडियोस बनाओ, 10-10 मिनट 20-20 मिनट की वीडियो होती है, लोग 30-30 सेकंड 1-1 मिनट देख के निकल जाते हैं। भाई ऑडियंस रिटेंशन है ही नहीं, लोग हमारे वीडियोस के ऊपर टिकते ही नहीं है। तो आखिर हम कैसे अपनी वीडियोस के ऊपर ऑडियंस रिटेंशन बढ़ा सकते हैं, क्योंकि तभी हमारी वीडियोस ने वायरल जाना है। तो हम डायरेक्टली देखते हैं कि कैसे मिस्टर बीस अपनी ऑडियंस रिटेंशन इतनी ज्यादा अच्छी रख पाते हैं और उनकी वीडियोस इतनी ज्यादा वायरल जाती हैं। तो देखते हैं।
I mean, we'll start at the beginning. Essentially, your title and thumbnail set expectations. And at the very beginning of the video, to minimize drop-off, you want to assure them that those expectations are being met. If you click on a video where, you know, of his, where it's like, Tether is a scam, and then at the very beginning, he starts talking about literally anything else, then you are like, oh, this is bullshit. This isn't what I clicked on. But if at the very start of the video, you go, Tether is a scam, and I'm going to teach you why, then it's like, okay, you match the expectations. So at the very beginning, match the expectations, and then you want to exceed them. So you want to assure people that what they clicked on is what they're getting, and then blow their mind and be like, but you're also getting even more. That's how you lower drop off, which a lot of people, sometimes it takes them like 20 seconds to really meet the expectations. And so you lose, like, that's where you're going to lose everyone. Everyone's videos start like this, and then it levels off. So you want to reduce the amount of people that click off on the audience retention graph. I hope you're popping up graphs while I'm saying this, so it's easier for people to visualize.
यार आज के दौर में ना हर बंदा क्विक सब्सक्राइबर्स चाहता है, उसको जल्दी व्यूज मिल जाए, जल्दी सब्सक्राइबर्स मिल जाए, भाई वो भी रातों रात मिलियन सब्सक्राइबर्स क्रॉस कर जाए, हर बंदा यही चाहता है। लेकिन क्या आपको पता है मिस्टर हु इज द बॉस, जिनके इस वक्त मोर देन 13 मिलियन सब्सक्राइबर्स है यूट्यूब पर, उन्हें 7 साल लगे थे अपने पहले मिलियन सब्सक्राइबर करने में। भाई मैं नहीं, डायरेक्टली वही आपको बता देता।
It took me 7 years to hit 1 million subscribers. It took 1 year to hit 2 million, 8 months to hit 3 million, 6 months to hit 4 million, and then 3 months to hit 5 million. So that there's definitely been a sort of, you know, a curve.
Hockey stick.
Yeah. But I think people, they kind of misplace where that comes from. I think people have this idea that if you're big on YouTube, you'll just keep getting bigger on YouTube. But I think what actually happens is that you're big on YouTube because you're starting to understand what works, and therefore you get bigger because you're implementing what works. So have you heard this saying that, like, create what you want to create and your passion will show through and people will find you?
No.
Okay, because I've heard it a lot, and I actually strongly disagree with it, because I think it makes the creators think that, like, they're the prize, they're the customer, when actually it's the viewers. And it's a privilege to be able to create for them, but you can't be complacent about that. They're not going to come to you just because I'm making stuff I like making. There's too many people who are doing that for that to be the case. So you have to really respect people's time and really deliver value to them.
आई होप सो कि आपको ये वीडियो ज़रूर पसंद आई होगी, और आप इन टिप्स को एज अ कंटेंट क्रिएटर अगर फॉलो करते हैं तो इंशाल्लाह आपको बहुत ज़्यादा फ़ायदा होगा। अगर इस तरह की वीडियोस आपको पसंद आती हैं तो भाई कमेंट करके मुझे बताओ, मैं इंशाल्लाह और भी ज़्यादा रिसर्च करके इस तरह का भी कंटेंट चैनल के ऊपर अपलोड करूँगा, ताकि कंटेंट भी थोड़ा यूनिक बने और आप लोगों को भी ज़्यादा चीज़ें डिफरेंट यूट्यूबर से सीखने को मिले। एंड वीडियो अच्छी लगी तो प्लीज़ इसे लाइक करें, शेयर करें, और चैनल को यार जाते जाते सब्सक्राइब कर देना। अगर आप भी यूट्यूब के ऊपर काम करना चाहते हो तो कंप्लीट कोर्स का लिंक इस वक्त आपकी स्क्रीन पर भी आ रहा है, डिस्क्रिप्शन एंड कमेंट बॉक्स में भी मिल जाएगा। आप वहां से भी जाके कंप्लीट फ्री कोर्स कर सकते हैं, किसी को कोई पैसे नहीं देने, जाएं, सीखे और काम करना स्टार्ट करें। मैं मिलता हूं फिर आपसे इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज।